Welcome back to my YouTube channel, where we delve into the depths of the unknown and explore the mysteries that lie hidden within the shadows. Today, prepare to be transported to a realm where reality intertwines with the supernatural, where whispers echo through the trees and legends of the paranormal abound. Join me as we embark on a journey into the heart of Whispering Pines, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs, and the fate of an entire town hangs in the balance. Welcome to a tale of courage, friendship, and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to defy the darkness. In the heart of Whispering Pines, a small, isolated town nestled amidst dense forests, an aura of unease hung heavy in the air. Legend had it that the town's name originated from the mysterious whispers that echoed through the trees, haunting the inhabitants and visitors alike. Over the years, Whispering Pines had earned a reputation for strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena, drawing the curious and the wary alike to its remote streets. Jason Reynolds, a practical and rational newcomer to the town, found himself at odds with the unsettling atmosphere that seemed to saturate every corner. He had heard rumors of Whispering Pines' distinctiveness during his travels, but nothing could have prepared him for the tangible sense of unease that washed over him as he entered the town limits. Jason had arrived in Whispering Pines seeking refuge from the chaos of his previous life. He had recently experienced a series of personal setbacks, including the loss of his job and the end of a long-term relationship. Feeling adrift and in need of a fresh start, Jason decided to embark on a solo road trip, hoping to clear his mind and find some semblance of tranquility. As he traversed the country, Jason stumbled upon Whispering Pines, almost by accident. Intrigued by the town's enigmatic name and reputation for the paranormal, he decided to make a pit stop, intending to stay for just a night or two before moving on. However, upon arriving, Jason found himself inexplicably drawn to the town's eerie atmosphere and the mysteries that seemed to lurk around every corner. Driving through the dusty roads leading into town, Jason couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. His unease only deepened as he stepped out of his car in the town square, greeted by the knowing gaze of locals like Adelaide Miller, a believer deeply connected to the town's history and folklore. Adelaide Miller was a prominent figure in Whispering Pines, known for her deep connection to the town's history and folklore. Born and raised in Whispering Pines, she had always felt a profound bond with the town and its enigmatic surroundings. From a young age, she was drawn to the stories whispered among the townsfolk, tales of restless spirits, hidden treasures, and ancient curses that lurked within the shadows of Whispering Pines. As she grew older, Adelaide dedicated herself to uncovering the truth behind the town's dark past. She spent countless hours poring over old manuscripts, exploring forgotten corners of the town, and listening intently to the whispers of the wind as it danced through the trees. Though initially wary of Jason's practical nature, Adelaide soon found herself drawn to his curiosity and determination. She saw in him the same spark of curiosity that had driven her own relentless pursuit of the truth, and she knew that together they could uncover the secrets that lay hidden within Whispering Pines' shadowy depths. "Welcome to Whispering Pines, stranger," Adelaide greeted him with a smile that faltered upon sensing Jason's skepticism. This town has a way of making people stay, especially those who don't believe. Jason raised an eyebrow, intrigued despite himself. He couldn't ignore the wary glances exchanged between the townsfolk, nor could he shake off the strange occurrences that seemed to plague the town. As the days passed, Jason found himself increasingly drawn into the mysteries of Whispering Pines. Despite his initial intention to stay for only a night or two, he couldn't shake the suspicion that the town held secrets beyond what was apparent. Whispering Pines held an indescribable fascination for Jason, a compelling attraction that seemed to intensify with each passing moment. Perhaps it was the tangible sense of history that saturated the air, or the haunting splendor of the dense forests that encircled the town. Or perhaps it was something deeper, a subconscious acknowledgement of the role he was destined to play in unveiling the town's mysteries. Whatever the reason, Jason found himself inexplicably drawn to Whispering Pines, compelled to unravel the mysteries that lay hidden within its shadowy depths. And so, he made the decision to extend his stay, abandoning his original plans in favor of immersing himself fully in the enigmatic town's secrets. With each passing day, Jason delved deeper into Whispering Pines' haunted history, accompanying Adelaide on her expeditions and exploring abandoned buildings and hidden tunnels in search of clues to the town's enigmatic past. Meanwhile, Evelyn Carter, a historian with a dark past of her own, explored old tomes and dusty manuscripts in the town's library, uncovering a faded photograph that hinted at sinister secrets buried within Whispering Pines' past. Elias Blackwood, a mysterious medium haunted by visions of his own demise, closed his eyes in a dimly lit room adorned with occult artifacts, reaching out to the spirit world and sensing the malignant force growing stronger by the day. Evelyn Carter was a woman with a haunted past, drawn to Whispering Pines by a deep-seated desire to uncover its secrets. Born and raised in the nearby town, she had always been fascinated by the enigmatic history of Whispering Pines, a fascination fueled by her own family's connection to the area. Growing up, Evelyn had heard whispers of the town's dark past, tales of tragedy and betrayal that had been passed down through the generations. But it wasn't until she stumbled upon an old journal in her family's attic, its pages yellowed with age and its ink faded with time, that Evelyn's obsession with Whispering Pines truly began. The journal belonged to her great-grandmother, a woman whose name had long been forgotten by all but a few. As Evelyn pored over its pages, she uncovered a tale of love and loss, of forbidden desires and bitter betrayals that spanned generations and ultimately led to the curse that now plagued Whispering Pines. Determined to unravel the mystery that had haunted her family for generations, Evelyn devoted herself to the study of history, earning a degree in archival research and dedicating her life to uncovering the truth behind Whispering Pines' dark past. When she returned to Whispering Pines, it was with a sense of purpose and determination that bordered on obsession. Armed with her knowledge and expertise, Evelyn explored into the town's archives, poring over old documents and manuscripts in search of clues to the town's enigmatic history. Elias Blackwood was a man with a gift, or perhaps a curse, that set him apart from the rest of the world. From a young age, he had been plagued by visions of things that others could not see, whispers of the past that echoed through his mind like distant echoes in the night. Raised in a family of believers, Elias had struggled to come to terms with his abilities, fearing the strange and often terrifying visions that haunted his dreams. But as he grew older, he began to see his gift not as a burden, but as an opportunity, a chance to help those who were unable to help themselves. In Whispering Pines, Elias found a sanctuary of sorts, a place where he could explore his abilities without fear of judgment or ridicule. Drawn to the town by rumors of its haunted past, he had arrived with little more than a suitcase and a handful of belongings, determined to uncover the truth behind the whispers that plagued the town. Though he kept his abilities hidden from most, Elias soon found himself drawn into the orbit of Adelaide Miller, a believer who sensed in him a kindred spirit. Together, they embarked on a journey into the heart of Whispering Pines, reaching out to the spirits that lurked within its shadowy depths in search of answers to the town's darkest mysteries. Lucas Hawthorne, a haunted young man plagued by visions and experiences he couldn't explain, found himself tormented by ghostly whispers and shadowy figures lurking in the corners of his dimly lit bedroom. Lucas Hawthorne was a young man with a troubled past, haunted by memories that refused to fade and visions that seemed all too real. Born into a family with a long history in Whispering Pines, he had grown up surrounded by tales of the town's dark past, stories that had left an indelible mark on his psyche. From a young age, Lucas had experienced strange occurrences that he couldn't explain, shadowy figures lurking in the corners of his room, whispers that seemed to emit from the very walls themselves. At first, he had dismissed them as nothing more than illusions of his imagination. But as the years passed, the visions grew stronger, more insistent, until they consumed his every waking moment. As Adelaide and Jason delved deeper into the mysteries of Whispering Pines, Evelyn Carter, the determined historian, spent her days poring over old tomes and dusty manuscripts in the town's library. Her quest for knowledge led her to uncover a faded photograph hidden within the pages of an ancient book, an image that hinted at dark secrets buried deep within Whispering Pines' past. The photograph depicted a group of townsfolk gathered in front of an old, dilapidated cabin, their faces drawn and weary, their eyes haunted by the weight of untold horrors. Among them stood a figure shrouded in darkness, its features obscured by shadows, its presence ominous and foreboding. As Evelyn studied the photograph, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the image than met the eye. She sensed a connection between the figures in the photograph and the malevolent force that lurked within Whispering Pines, a connection that seemed to grow stronger with each passing day. Meanwhile, Elias Blackwood, the enigmatic medium, closed his eyes in a dimly lit room adorned with occult artifacts, reaching out to the spirit world in search of answers. His visions had grown more frequent and intense in recent weeks, filled with images of darkness and despair, of a presence that hungered for vengeance and retribution. With each vision, Elias felt the malevolent force growing stronger, its influence spreading like a cancer through the heart of Whispering Pines. He knew that if they were to stand any chance of defeating the entity, they would need to act quickly before it was too late. And then there was Lucas Hawthorne, the haunted young man whose connection to Whispering Pines ran deeper than he ever imagined. As he delved deeper into the town's dark history, he uncovered long-buried secrets that threatened to consume him, memories of a past that he had long since forgotten. Haunted by visions of his family's tragic demise, Lucas sought comfort in Adelaide's guidance, her steadfast belief in the power of truth to overcome even the deepest of shadows, serving as a guiding light in his darkest moments. As Jason and Adelaide continued their exploration of Whispering Pines, their paths soon crossed with Evelyn Carter's. It was during one of their visits to the town's library that they stumbled upon Evelyn, buried amidst a mountain of books and manuscripts, her brow furrowed in concentration. Intrigued by her intense focus and driven demeanor, Adelaide struck up a conversation with Evelyn, curious to learn more about her research into the town's history. Evelyn, in turn, was eager to share her findings with someone who shared her passion for uncovering the truth. As they delved deeper into their discussions, Jason found himself drawn to Evelyn's intellect and determination, sensing in her a kindred spirit who shared his thirst for knowledge. Together, the three of them pored over old documents and faded photographs, piecing together the fragments of Whispering Pines' dark past. It was during one of these research sessions that they stumbled upon Lucas Hawthorne, the haunted young man whose family's history was intertwined with the town's own. Lucas had been drawn to the library by a strange compulsion he couldn't explain, his mind filled with visions of shadowy figures and ghostly whispers. Recognizing Lucas as a kindred soul, Adelaide welcomed him into their circle, sensing that his unique connection to Whispering Pines could prove invaluable in their quest for the truth. Together, the four of them delved deeper into the town's secrets, their determination to uncover the truth unyielding in the face of mounting danger. But as they delved deeper into Whispering Pines' haunted history, they soon realized that they could not confront the darkness alone. And so, they reached out to Elias Blackwood, the enigmatic medium whose abilities allowed him to communicate with the spirits that lurked within the town's shadowy depths. Though initially hesitant to join their cause, Elias soon recognized the urgency of their mission and the role he was destined to play in uncovering the truth. And so, with their alliance forged and their resolve unyielding, Jason, Adelaide, Evelyn, Lucas, and Elias set out to confront the malevolent force that threatened to consume Whispering Pines, knowing that their journey would lead them into the heart of darkness itself. With their alliance formed, the group is now poised to confront the malevolent force that lurks within Whispering Pines. As they dug deeper into the mysteries of Whispering Pines, the group's bond grew stronger, their determination unyielding in the face of mounting danger. Armed with knowledge, intuition, and a shared sense of purpose, they ventured into the heart of darkness that gripped the town. Their journey led them through forgotten corridors and hidden chambers, where the whispers of the past echoed like ghostly cries in the night. Each revelation brought them closer to the truth, but also closer to the malevolent force that lurked in the shadows, waiting to consume them. Finally, they stood on the brink of discovery, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. With every step they took, the darkness seemed to close in around them, suffocating and oppressive. And then, just as they were on the verge of uncovering the town's darkest secrets, a deafening roar echoed through the forest, shaking the very ground beneath their feet. As the earth trembled and the trees swayed ominously, they realized with a sinking dread that they had awakened something far more ancient and powerful than they had ever imagined. With their backs against the wall and the forces of darkness closing in, the group braced themselves for the final confrontation, knowing that their fate and the fate of Whispering Pines hung in the balance. As we conclude this chapter of our journey into Whispering Pines, remember that the mysteries of this enigmatic town are far from over. Stay tuned for part 2 of our story, where new challenges await and the darkness continues to lurk in the shadows. Thank you for tuning in to Hush Harmony ASMR. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more peaceful content. Until next time, stay relaxed and serene.